Every animal that has ever lived plays by one simple rule. The bigger the animal, the higher its odds of cancer. It's just math. More cells means more chances for something to go wrong. So by that logic, an elephant should be a walking tumor, 100 times bigger than you, living 70 years, trillions of cells, dividing over and over and over. An elephant should be losing this fight constantly, but somehow it wins almost every time. And for the longest time, nobody could explain why. To see how strange that is, you have to understand where cancer comes from. Every time a cell divides, it has to copy your entire genome, 3 billion letters of DNA, and every so often, it makes a mistake. Most mistakes are harmless, but every once in a while, one lands in exactly the wrong place and turns a normal cell into a rogue one that grows and refuses to stop. That's cancer. So the logic seems airtight. More cells, plus more years of copying, means more rolls of the dice. And an elephant rolls those dice trillions of times, for decades longer than most animals. The odds should have caught up with it long ago. So how does it keep winning? To answer that, we have to leave the elephant behind for a moment and look at ourselves, because your body has a gene whose entire job is to catch these broken cells before they turn dangerous. Scientists call it the guardian of the genome. Its name is TP53. Most of us carry 2 copies, but some people are born with only one that works. And that single missing copy has a name, Li-Fraumeni syndrome. For them, cancer isn't a possibility. It's almost a promise. Around 90% will develop cancer in their lifetime. One copy of one gene, gone. That's the difference between a normal life and a near-certain diagnosis. Which raises a strange question. If losing a copy is that catastrophic, what would happen if you had more? That question leads straight back to the elephant. When scientists went looking, they expected to find an animal riddled with cancer. Instead, they found the opposite. Cancer kills fewer than 5% of elephants. In humans, it's somewhere between 1 in 10 and 1 in 4 of us. The largest animal walking the earth is also one of the least likely to die of the disease that should, by every rule, be hunting it hardest. Somehow, as elephants evolved from small, humble ancestors into giants, they didn't just grow bigger, they grew armored. The only question left was how. The answer was written in their DNA. Remember that guardian gene? The one we carry 2 copies of, where losing a single copy is a life sentence? Elephants don't have 2 copies. They have 40. 20 times the protection you're carrying right now. And it changes how their bodies behave. Where our cells might try to quietly repair a piece of damaged DNA, an elephant's cells do something far less forgiving. They don't negotiate. At the very first sign of dangerous damage, the cell is ordered to destroy itself, wiped out, erased, before it ever gets the chance to become a tumor. But the guardian genes were only half the story, because when researchers looked closer, they found something that shouldn't have been there at all. A gene that had been dead for millions of years. Our genomes are littered with these broken fragments of old genes, switched off, gathering dust. Except in the elephant, one of them had come back to life. They called it a zombie gene. Its name is LIF-FIX, and its job is merciless. When the guardian sounds the alarm, LIF-FIX wakes up. It races to the cell's power plants, the mitochondria, and tears holes in them until the cell dies. A gene resurrected from the dead with a single purpose: to kill damaged cells before they can kill the elephant. And it seems to have switched back on right around the time elephants started getting big, almost as if evolution knew it would need a new weapon. So here's where it leaves us. Hidden inside the elephant is something that looks a lot like a blueprint for surviving the disease that kills nearly 1 in 5 of us. We can't just take it. Our bodies were never built to carry 40 copies of a gene or to wake the dead, but we can study it. We can learn how an elephant decides which cells are worth saving and which ones have to go. And maybe, one day, we can teach our own cells to make the same choice. Because somewhere out there is an animal that already solved the problem we've spent centuries fighting. It took evolution millions of years to write that answer into the elephant. The only question left is how quickly we can learn to read it.